All right, welcome to the next segment in Fueling Specialist of Action 4. Now, our next step is going to be going through the next couple of slides, but you're going to compare your diet to that of a professional, okay? And that's going to be where you see this red link here. You're going to click that, and it's going to open up a spreadsheet that you need to copy over, and then you're going to fill in your diet of a week of breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks, and compare that to a professional player, okay? Now, what you're going to see is hopefully is how clean their diet is compared to yours, or just how it is in general. So what I want you to take away from this is that if you want to be a pro athlete in general, whether it's a football player or not, you really need to figure out and understand how important fuel is and the proper fuel. Okay? Now, to give you a little bit more insight into this, realistically, there are 4 portions to your meal at lunch and dinner, really. And that should be 2 portions of carbs, a portion of protein, and a portion of vegetables. And you need to make sure that you're hitting this for your meals from a general standpoint. 2 portions of carbs, a portion of protein, and a portion of vegetables. And that is to maximize your performance. And this is a general scale. Now, when it comes to maximizing your performance, there are 3 main elements to evaluate: your general meals, your pre-game meals, and your post-game meals. So your general meals is what you're eating every day for training and everyday life, right? Your pre-game meals are what you're going to eat before game, and your post-game meals are going to be what you eat after games. So let's dive into this a little bit further, okay? Now there's 4 key components when talking about fueling in your nutrition, right? You have your proteins, you have your carbohydrates, you have vegetables, and you have fruits. And to really kind of highlight this a little bit further for you, the proteins are the muscle rebuilder, the carbohydrates are the energy that help you perform and sustain that amount of work. Vegetables and fruit help supply vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to your body. Now, one of the main or key elements that you can use to help your intake for fueling is salads. These can be a secret weapon for you. And that is because a lot of elements that can be added to salad have a lot of hydration or water content to it, which can help hydrate you at the same point. So things like lettuce, spinach, leafy greens like that have a lot of water content to help you stay hydrated. So it's very important into that aspect. Okay, when we're talking about hydration quickly, there are some general principles that you need to follow. Obviously, your goal is to stay hydrated at all times. You need to drink plenty of water throughout the day. If you want to add some sort of flavor, you can. Our recommendation is to add a fruit, so like a lemon, an orange, or a citrus. Okay, and that will help you provide a little bit of taste, but also give you a little bit of, can be sugar and salt. Okay, please, please, please be careful when you're doing sports drinks. Things like Gatorade can have benefit, but they have a high level of sugar and salt. So it may taste good, but it does not. But your body does not need it unless you really exercise intensely, and it should not be a replacement for water. Okay, the whole goal of a sports drink is to replace lost electrolytes, which is potassium or sodium, to your body after training or games. If you drink it during the game, fine. Just make sure it's watered down to help eliminate the excess amount of sugar and salt. Okay, and another part here, quickly, foods to avoid. And these are, again, to help you maximize your performance. So you need to try and avoid things like processed food, junk food, candy, and soda. But to give you a little bit more in-depth look at this, you need to avoid these food traps. And foods that are like high in fats or calories can slow down your digestion process and can make you feel very sluggish. So that would be things like butter, margarine, mayonnaise, added sugars. So that's when you see something that says added sugar on the box in the nutrition aspect. Added sodium, cheeses. A lot of cheeses are higher in fat. Fried food, store-bought sauces, store-bought gravies, candies, and other junk food. Okay? And that's what you need to look forward to and make sure that you cover when we're talking about trying to eat well. Because if you're eating, for example, fried foods, that's going to slow down your performance. If you're putting in a lot of extra sugar, so let's say you make like a tea, a hot tea, and you add a bunch of sugar, that's added sugar. Okay, so you need to be careful about those things because it will impact your performance. So what you're going to do now is make sure you go back, click this link open up the spreadsheet, make your own copy, and that way you have it and you're going to literally fill in your diet for the day, for each day for 7 days. And you're going to compare yourself to a pro. Okay? So I'm really excited to lead you through this next one. I'll see you in the next video. Just make sure to click the link.